Yo, what's going on, everyone? We are live. I figured I'd come in, hop in the studio a little bit, and just do a little pop up, quick little live. See if we can get some feedback. See if we can get some responses. See if we can get some interaction from some of the people on the channel. So today's Saturday. Hopefully everybody's having a good day today. Hopefully everybody's in a good mood. We taking steps in the right direction. So today's Saturday. Mute that. Yeah, hopefully we taking steps in the right direction. Everybody's getting off to a good foot. I know the weather has been kind of taking us down a little bit. Some of us getting our feelings when the weather comes, or we get a little doomy and gloomy. So, in here in Pennsylvania, things are kind of down. So hopefully everybody's having a good day, taking advantage of the opportunity to kind of reflect, kind of do some things for yourself, kind of get things in order for you. But I figured I'd go live today on the channel, on the YouTube channel, just to kind of talk and see if we can get some feedback, see if we can get some conversation, see if we can get some suggestions or anything like that, or just see if we can get some interactions with the people. It's been a while since we've been on here, with our show. It's been some time since we've had some interviews. I want to say about 2 weeks, but for those of you who know me and know us, you know that we've been working hard to make sure that we got everything in order. I got some guys who, like, it's crazy. I've been seeing people out. People like, hey man, when you getting back going? When you gonna get me on the interview? So listen, fellas, it's coming back. We coming back live. We coming back hard. We coming back strong. We are lining things up, and we are working on some things. But also, since doing this, I've been having some great conversations with some people. I've been attending some meetings. I've been interacting with different people and been doing some networking, and the experience has been nothing less than great. I've been running into some individuals who want to make some power moves, who want to do some things within the community, within our city of Erie, Pennsylvania, which is very important for me because we all have to live here. So I feel like we need to start figuring out different ways that we can connect with one another. We can kind of collaborate on different things, and we can communicate in a different fashion than what we typically do, because there are a lot of innovative people within the city of Erie, Pennsylvania. There are a lot of creative people within the city of Erie, Pennsylvania. There are a lot of people who are trying to do some things and take their life to the next level, as well as get some assistance from other people and assist other people. So it is important. It is very important for us to kind of build with these people, connect with these people, and kind of understand what's going on around here. Um, like I was saying, like I've been meeting with some people. I've been talking to some different people. I've been having great conversation, getting great feedback, been getting great responses from some of the people that I've been talking to, and a lot of people are ready for things that are taking off here in the city. But again, like I said, we're just gonna do a feedback session, get some recaps, get some insights, and get some information. A lot of y'all been working hard out there too. So big ups to everybody who's been out there working hard, who's been perfecting their craft, who's been linking up with different people, accomplishing their goals and achieving their goals. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about us becoming better people. It's about us building. It's about us creating stronger bonds with our community. It's about bridging the gap and getting rid of or getting away from those fears that we have from interacting with different people and things of that nature. I know a lot of people have a difficult time, getting out of their comfort zone and taking steps in the right direction, especially when times get tough for you. It's very easy for some of us to go back to our old ways of thinking. It's very easy for us to go back to our old ways of living. It's very easy for a lot of us to go back to our old ways of even learning and doing different things. So that's why I like to keep the videos going. I like to keep the encouragement going because I definitely understand the struggle. I definitely understand the process of trying to get your life in order. I definitely understand the just trying to get things back on track and getting things back in order becomes difficult, especially when you get into a point in your life where you feel like you're doing everything that you can do. You've done everything that you can do. Nobody believes in you, or you don't have the support that you believe that you should have or that you feel like you should have. So, a lot of us get to the point to where we want to quit or we want to give up on ourselves. I'm encouraging you all to not do that. You know what I mean? To continue to remain focused, to continue to work hard, to continue to be diligent in the things that you are doing, and to continue to keep building those relationships and surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people who are going to push you in the right direction. The reason why that's important to me is because, like I said, I've been networking, I've been meeting with different people, I've been having different conversations, and I've been getting into some rooms with some people who really believe in some of the things that we are doing, and they also have some great ideas themselves. So I think it's important I'm gonna stop saying I think it's important for us to start brainstorming ideas. It's important for us to start collaborating with one another. It's important for us to start, getting around one another and sharing ideas. I'm not exactly sure who I'm talking to or who this is important for, but I know it is very important for me because I'm real big on building bonds. I'm real big on building relationships and uplifting people. And that's what we do here at the Social Experiment. We are building connections with different individuals within our city. We are creating relationships. We are creating bonds with people who want to do something with themselves. I understand how difficult it is to step out of your comfort zone. I understand how difficult it is to be able to trust somebody or be willing to allow somebody in your business. But I definitely understand how important it is for me when I've been doing those things and taking those steps in the right direction and communicating with those people and building with those people. So I think it's important for us to do that. And that's why we do what we do here at the Social Experiment. We've been highlighting different men in our community. We've been having interviews with different men in our community who are successful, who are mentors, who are role models, who are leaders. And we are only getting better. We are only getting bigger. The response and the feedback has been great, and I want everybody to be able to identify and acknowledge some of these people that we're talking to. And also, if there are some people who you feel like needs to come on this show, or if it's people who you feel like we need to be having these conversations with, feel free to inbox those names, tag those names. Fellas, if you are one of those gentlemen who you feel like I might have missed, you know what I mean? It's okay for you to inbox. It's okay for you to reach out because, like I said, we are getting the schedule back on track. So far, I'm going to go check right now while I'm sitting here in front of my computer to see, because I believe that I have 25 videos posted. But I believe out of those 25 videos, we have 22 actual interviews. So I think it's important for us to get those things going, and we got to get them back popping. We got to get them back jumping. We're not going to let this thing die down. We're going to stay connected to one another. We're going to continue to uplift our community members and be proud of them. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm doing this, the reason why I think it's important for us to do this, and I say this to all of my guests, is because it seems as though to me that the individuals who are putting forth that work and who are positive members of the community are very quiet. You know what I mean? Very, very humble, I should say. But it's a lot of negativity going on, and we'll highlight the negativity. We'll brag on the negativity, and we need to kind of figure out a way that we can combat that negativity with positivity without even discussing it, without addressing it. We're finding people in our community, people in our environment, people in our neighborhoods who are willing to stand up and be leaders, people who are willing to be courageous enough to promote change, to advocate for change, people who are willing to help other people who are willing to, I guess, put their neck on the line to, like I said, be an advocate for change. So, today I was just feeling like I came down here to the studio to work on the schedule. I'm about to start sending my invitations out. So, it's been a while since the channel's been popping. So I figured why not go on here, go live and kind of, have a conversation to see if I can get some people to interact with me on the actual platform of the channel. So, you know what I mean? If you watching and you paying attention, you ain't just watching. Can I get a thumbs up? Just put a comment in this section so we can kind of play around a little bit and, we can get some conversation going. But like I was saying, like, I don't want anybody to feel left out. I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, you didn't get my uncle or you didn't get my cousin. You know what I mean? So let's see what we need to do, how we can get some more people on here. Let's see how we can have some more conversations with different people. Let's see how we can build some relationships, because it's very interesting. Like I said, stepping out of my comfort zone. I've been stepping out of my comfort zone. I've been meeting new people. I've been creating new relationships. I've been just, like I said, just developing an environment, developing a support team, developing some strength around me that's gonna be beneficial for us in what we are trying to do. And I understand there's a lot of people out there who have a difficult time, doing that. So I want to, like, what's some of our thoughts on that? Like, how is it for you, when it comes to creating new relationships, or when it comes to stepping out of your comfort zone? Like, how do some of us approach that? You know what I mean? When it comes to meeting new people or getting yourself involved in new environments or getting including yourself in new circles, like, what do you do? What do you do? Like, how do we get ourselves involved? And listen, don't be afraid to interact, man. Let's get the comments going. I know we only got two people on here. I don't care if it's just you and me and the other two people that's talking. You know what I mean? Let's get it going. Let's get a conversation going. You never know. Some people might start chiming in when they see the comments going crazy and they see us getting this conversation going. So, I'm open to a lot of conversations. I'm not going to say we're going to sit here and bash or jam anybody up, but let's talk a little bit. But in the meantime, until we get some people on here, like, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep talking about my journey. I'm gonna keep talking about the YouTube channel and talking about what we're doing, because, like I said, I'm open to suggestions. You know what I mean? I'm open to feedback. I'm open to positive feedback. I'm open to constructive criticisms, or whatever it is that you have to offer me, because I believe that the Social Experiment is not just me. It is something that we are doing. It is something that us as a people can kind of indulge in, acknowledge, and recognize who's who. I don't want anybody to, take what we're doing here at the social experiment out of context or feel like, I don't know. I don't even know how you could take it the wrong way, but I just want everybody to be involved. How the game go after I let? Oh man, that game was crazy, bro. Yeah, we played. I played Monopoly last night with a like I said, we talking about networking with a new group of individuals. We was playing some Monopoly last night, and we had a good time for it. And I play a Monopoly with a group of different people. You know what I mean? But last night we had a good Monopoly game, and it was talking about. I mean, again, like I said, talking about networking. But that game ended crazy, man. I had to tap out of there because we was gonna be in there all night till the sun came up. I don't even know who won. I was like the third person to get out of here. But yeah, like I said, again, just building those relationships and talking to people and networking and getting yourself in new environments. Like I want to know, like, how do some of you all break the ice? How did some of you all get comfortable with being uncomfortable and meeting new people? Because, like I said, for me, like this has been a new journey for me. It's difficult sometimes when you go into those rooms and people don't look like you or people don't talk like you or some of the language is different. There's barriers, and when I say language, I don't mean like I just mean like some of the slang and some of the expressions and things like that. Just learning new people in different environments. For me, it has been scary at the start, but now I'm building the momentum to be able to do it and feel comfortable doing it, and it's exciting for me. And I want other people to get involved, man. Like I'm in a good mood today, and I figured I would go live. Kind of talk to some people and get some feedback, get some responses. And then also, man, I need y'all subscribing to the channel too. Don't feel like you can't subscribe to the channel. I don't know what would be the reason, but it definitely is beneficial, to what we are doing. I'm gonna leave the channel. I'm gonna leave it in the comments, and I'm gonna pin it. But please, 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 if you have the time and if you can, just go to the page, like the page, subscribe to the page. The channel we working on is something huge here. But again, like I said, it's Saturday. I really don't got too much to talk about, but I wanted to come on here. You know what I mean? So, how is everybody's day going? What's your game plan for the day? It's Saturday. It's rainy. It's gloomy. Like, what's the night scene looking like for you? What are we doing today? What are we doing today? Like I said, I came down to the studio to just kind of arrange some things. You know what I mean? To get my calendar in order. To get my invitations ready to start sending out to my future guests. We also have a Facebook group for the social experiment guests. Both past guests as well as future guests because we are working on something. We are building something with the individuals that we are having these discussions with. We're going to continue to have these conversations and we're going to build something huge. We about to break some ground around here, man. Like I'm telling y'all, like I'm excited for the things that are about to happen in the city of Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm excited for the people that I'm networking with. I'm excited for the people that I'm collaborating with. I'm meeting some like-minded individuals who really are serious about the betterment of our people in the community, who really are serious about putting forth hard work and putting forth extra effort to, just advance the advancement of people, the advancements of individuals. And I know it seems like some of that stuff seems far fetched to a lot of people because we have a difficult time believing in certain stuff that we're not involved in. But I'm telling you, like, it's some big things going on. There's some changes happening. There's some rooms that, some of us need to get into. And I need some help. I need help and I need support from a lot of people in Erie who have an issue or have a problem with things that are going on around them. And when I say that, like, I mean that wholeheartedly because a lot of us, we sit back and we talk about some of the stuff that's going on. We talk about different opportunities that we can't have or different opportunities that we do not get. And what I'm telling you all is like, we're getting in those rooms. We are talking to those people. We're shaking up some rooms. We're identifying some new leaders. We are letting them know, you know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? It's some youngsters in town and we want the torch passed to us. We have some ideas and we don't want all of our ideas to be your ideas. So I need everybody who has an issue with what's going on around you to get more involved. You know what I mean? To have more things to say, to have more things to do, because like we don't want to miss this train. We don't want to not be a part of this pivotal shift within our community. I've been living in Erie my entire life. I've complained about a lot of different things in Erie for a very long time, and I'm amongst a bunch of other people who have complained for a very long time. But I feel like we have gotten to the point in our lives, and we are like at the point, the generation that I grew up with, and the people I surrounded myself with, we are now the new leaders. You know what I mean? And when I say we are the new leaders, I mean we are the individuals who need to be making more noise in our community. We are the individuals who need to be taking more of a stake and more of a share of our community and what's going on, because it's going to come a point in time where some of those old leaders, you know what I mean, or some of the people who we look at as leaders aren't going to be there anymore, or they're not going to want to do it anymore. And unfortunately, some of them might even be bought out to where now our kids are suffering because we didn't step up, or you know what I mean? Now our community looks poor, more poor than what it actually is because we didn't step up and we're all waiting for somebody to do something for us. Like I feel like at this point in time, for the people in my generation, it's our turn. You know what I mean? It's our time. And we are having those conversations with some of those leaders, some of those people who are in no position of powers, and we are letting them know, like, listen, we want a seat at the table, man. We want the information, we want the knowledge, we're hungry. You know what I mean? We want to make some changes, we want to do some things, but it's gonna take more than a handful of us. It's gonna take more than just a group of individuals who want to sit around and complain. Like, I'm not really sure how important living in the city of Erie, Pennsylvania is to you, or how important it is for your family to live here, but we all do live here and we all need to have a part in a say in what goes on around here. And we can't allow one person, two people, or three people to be the voice for us when we all have our own voices. And I definitely understand what, when we turn to some of these people and we ask some of these people for help and we expect some of these people to advocate for us. But then at the end of the day, we're not advocating for ourselves. And like I'm saying, there is a group of individuals in a certain age bracket who are like really, really like they're heavy hitters within the city. Like it's a lot of people who hold some weight in your name, and some people who hold some weight in, you know what I mean, your title and your job description. I feel like we need to start working on coming together, and we need to start like building team building. So I mean, I hope y'all out there. I'm sorry, I'm just sending this little message because I'm finna try to see if I can get we gonna get some information going, man, for real though. But yeah, no, like I said, and this stuff, this kind of stuff is the type of things that makes it uncomfortable to talk about because a lot of people think it's corny, or a lot of people think that it's not possible, or a lot of people think that it can't happen. And that's why things have continued to be the way that they are, is because a lot of us don't get ourselves involved. We don't put our necks on the line. We don't put our information out there, or we're not going to get other information from other people. But I will definitely tell you, without dropping no names or anything, like some people who gonna have to, get on board with what we doing. And it's gonna be some people who are gonna be out here who are gonna be jealous of what we're doing because like the new generation, we taking things over. It's a lot of young people out here who are becoming entrepreneurs. There's a lot of young people out here who are becoming advocates for the community. It's a lot of young people who are becoming strong, strong advocates for mental health. And we need to all start coming together. We need to start having these conversations. We need to be in these rooms and we need to be talking to these people, and we need to be letting these people know that like we here, you know what I mean? We not going anywhere. We want our share of the pie. We want our stake in the city and things like that. But it's definitely going to take it's going to take a lot of us to, you know what I mean, to kind of get together and figure out what we're going to do. We're going to need more organization. We're going to need more team building. We're going to need more development. So it's like I'm interested to see, and I'm curious to know who really, really, really is serious about making some changes within our community. And again, like I said, that's why we named the show The Social Experiment, because there's so many different things that can happen when you think about a social experiment. When you interact with different people, or you involve yourself in different circles, or you talk to different people, like it's a lot of things that can take place that, you know what I mean, we got to start putting forth effort. So like I need some opinions, you know what I'm saying? Like I put myself out there all the time, every single day. I go into these rooms, I have these conversations with these people. It needs to be more than just me and the people that I travel with. So, you know what I mean? When I say we, and I say we very often, like, what are we going to do? What are some suggestions? What are some opinions? Like, what do y'all feel like we can do to kind of get the ball rolling? And it's very interesting, like I said, when we had these type of conversations, like, people aren't too interested to chiming in and tapping in. But if I was talking about a bunch of different things that are going on in the world that mean nothing to us, like, and when I say mean nothing to us, I mean directly, like right now at this very moment, like the things that are happening in Erie, Pennsylvania are a direct effect on some of our lives of the people who live here. It's things that are going on in Hollywood that have nothing to do with us. There are things that are going on in just different places of the world that really have nothing to do with us, that have no direct effect with us. But if we were talking about some of those things, like the numbers would be going up, people would be chiming in, people would be tapping in. And I mean, that's neither here nor there. I'm not here to, but still, like, I really want to know, like, why is it that it is so uncomfortable to have these type of conversations? You know what I mean? Like, why is it so difficult to talk about? Let me see that. Why is it difficult to talk about progress? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, because I love to talk about progress. You know what I mean? I love to talk about the up and ups. I talk about my struggles, talk about my high points. I talk about my low points and everything in between. But like, I really seriously, truly want to know, like, when it comes to this kind of stuff, like, why is it so difficult for us to talk about progress? Why is it that we would rather talk about things that mean us no harm? I mean, mean us no good, or frivolous things, or things that like really don't like. Again, let's talk about some progress. Let's have some conversations that we need to be having. And I'm broadcasting from Erie, Pennsylvania. So for anybody who is watching from the Erie area, like, how do we progress in the city of Erie, Pennsylvania? How do we come together? How do we create this new generation of leaders to kind of take over the, what's going on in the city? And this is crazy. You know what I mean? This is, like I said, this is very interesting to me though. But I really do enjoy going on live, and I definitely enjoy, having a YouTube channel and interviewing different people and having different conversations with different people, because it's beneficial to me. It's beneficial to us. It's beneficial to a lot of people who are around and who are involved. But we need more people. You know what I mean? Like, we need more interactions. We need more conversations. We need more people who's willing to put their necks out there and have those conversations. And like, so I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure out like what's up with the what is it going to take for us to build? What is it going to take for us to build? What is it going to take for us to grow? How do we get to how do we get to the next level? Like, interesting. Let me go back to the comments and see. All right, let me see. We got my man. What's going on, man? How you doing, good brother? We got to. Oh, listen, I'm working on a schedule too, man. That's why I came on here to, kind of get some feedback, get some opinions, let everybody know I'm working on a schedule. We finna get things back rolling. I'm finna get the interviews back jumping off. So for anybody who's waiting for interview, you know what I mean? Just let me know. You know what I mean? Inbox. We got to get everything scheduled, but we about to get things back rolling here shortly. I just wanted to have an open discussion, have some reviews, get some feedback. You know what I mean? And just talk about a bunch of different things. And when I say a bunch of different things, things that are going on in my community in the city of Erie, Pennsylvania, because there is a lot of things going on. There are a lot of opinionated people who would rather type something and say something, who rather complain and do something. So I'm trying to see what do we have going on. Comments. Yeah, let me know, man. I need parts. I want to help be a part of growth. Absolutely, my man. Absolutely. And it's interesting. Like, I've been seeing, I've been seeing your name all over the place. I've been seeing you pop up, and I'm like, who is this dude? And you reached out to me. I reached out to you first. I'm actually in the building that you in right now, but yeah, we definitely can get you on here, have a conversation. I pick your brain a little bit, see what's going on with you, see what you got going on. Because I'm not really too familiar with you, which is cool. Like, I'm always interested in networking. I'm interested in talking to new people. I'm interested in building. So we definitely gonna figure something out. And I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. I got you on. I subscribe to yours as well, because that's what it's all about, man. Just helping each other. A subscription don't hurt nothing, don't cost nobody anything. It's just a click of a button. So I appreciate you subscribing. Appreciate the comments. And like I said, I'm working on the schedule. So we about to warm this thing back up, man. We really gonna get it going. But I'm gonna have people on here who are talking about making changes, you know what I mean? Who are talking about progress, and who are talking about growing, who are talking about developing new relationships and creating different things in the city of Erie. We gotta build, we can grow each other. Absolutely, still sharp and still, man. And that's what it's about. Like I said, networking. I see you getting you all over the place. Been checking out your videos, and you know what I mean. So yeah, like I said, man, I want to get to know who you are and kind of highlight you a little bit, because you might be very beneficial to a lot of people who don't know who you are, who don't understand what you do, and a lot of people don't understand that. Like, like how important it is to just connect with different people and to have different relationships and have different conversations with different people. So I appreciate the comments, I appreciate the support, I appreciate everybody who pays attention. But yeah, like I was saying, like, why is it so difficult to talk about progress? Like, why are people so uncomfortable with having that conversation? Why is it that, when you start talking about financial literacy, it makes people cringe, or when you start talking about mental health, it makes people cringe, or when you ask people what they do for a living, it makes them cringe, or how much money they make? Like, I don't understand, like, why is it so difficult to talk about progress? Because a lot of us, you know what I mean, we all want to grow, we all want to thrive, but then some people feel like, it's people that's pocket watching, or you don't want to talk about your ideas, or you don't want to share, conversations. You know what I mean? So it's progress. We talking about progress. Why is it so difficult for us to have these conversations? Why is it so hard for us to feel like we can't get to the next level? And like, why do we hold so many people responsible for our mistakes? We hold so many people responsible for our shortcomings. Like, why can't we have this conversation? I see my man Barry, bro. I done made a post on Facebook just to see what kind of reactions I get. I got some comment. I got a comment on my post, so now I'm finna see if I can get some people to come on to the live. Where we at? It's just me now. I'm cool with that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like because again, it's gonna grow. This thing is gonna grow, and that's what's important to me too. Is like being able to like practice and prepare myself to be able to know there's gonna be days when I'm gonna be talking to myself and to know that sometimes the only person that's watching you is you, and it's gonna be very difficult for you to keep going and for you to keep progressing. But I have no problem with doing that, and hopefully those are the type of people that we are surrounding ourselves with. You know, so I definitely like I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the responses. I appreciate everybody who's getting themselves involved in what we have going on. I appreciate all the people who are playing major roles in the community. I appreciate everybody. I want to see something real quick. I wonder if this algorithm thing. We about to see right now. I'm finna try to test this thing out and see what's going on. But yeah, though, I'm going live on both just so I can see how this is working because I'm trying to learn something here. So anybody who's watching it, pay attention. Just bear with me for a minute. Okay. I know Brooklyn gonna chime in here. Brooklyn, I need you to come. I need you to come on over here. Where we at? All right, so there we go. Yeah, I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. So yeah, no, like I said, I was talking like, why is it so difficult for people to talk about progress? Why is it so like people don't want to have those conversations? It seems like people are uncomfortable when it comes to talking about money or when it comes to talking about finances or when it comes. We feel like we putting people in our business too much. You know what I mean? Like, but I was trying to see something and see how this thing was working because what I want y'all to do is chime in on the one running from the StreamYard with the social experiment. Platform sitting up there. But yeah, like you know, I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of work in the community. You know, I do a lot of different things, and I always wonder like when it comes to having certain conversations about people progressing or people building, like nobody wants to have those conversations or people want to keep some of their stuff secret, and it's just like it always makes me wonder like why is that a secret? Like why is it that people don't want to talk about progress or people don't want to share their progress or people don't want to share their struggles or have those conversations to where like you know it's okay for you know what I mean? It's okay for us to talk about finances. It's okay for us to gain a better understanding of one another. It's okay for us to kind of figure out what's going on, what's what, who's who, and stuff like that. I have no problem having those conversations with different people because I know how important it is to grow. I know how important it is to network. But like, why is it that we as a people don't want to have those conversations? And I think like having some uncomfortable conversations would take us a long way. Okay, yeah. So I see. Okay, I see what's going on here. I'm gonna figure this thing out though. But yeah, okay, I see what's going on here. And I'm glad it's a little trial run thing, you know what I mean? Like I'm having fun with everything right now. So it's all a learning experience. I'm playing with the kinks, I'm learning all the kinks out, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have a little it's gonna be the raw, uncut footage, y'all. Y'all getting a little pieces that's gonna come until we build it up and we make it perfect. We striving for perfection, we striving for excellence, and we're gonna keep this thing going. And I'm just learning the schematics, I'm learning the algorithms and learning how everything goes. I want y'all to make sure that y'all tune into the channel. Make sure that you're subscribing. Go follow us on YouTube, like, go share, follow the Instagram. We're gonna carry this conversation on another day on another platform because I literally just learned something sitting here. Like I said, I'm all about progress. I'm all about growth. I literally just figured something out. So I'm about to play around with the computer and the technology a little bit. Appreciate everybody's time. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day.